Um, Sorry boys, we'll be going soon. I am busy. Busy. Fight days are crazy busy for me, boys, in case you didn't realise. I definitely do not want to be this late for a stream, but basically a lot of shit happens on fight days that kind of hard to predict in terms of my workflow. As you can see, it gets a little bit busy. A lot of emails to answer. And just a lot of shit to do on. A lot of shit. Nice one, Sean. A lot of shit to do on fight day, basically, which is kind of hard to predict. Just one more thing to do, and then we'll be started. I know I'm late, boys, but fight days are really busy for me. We will be there soon. So, Jake. Sorry about this, boys. Busy. I will get this YouTube stream done quickly, boys, so that we can smash out some Phil Collins. Da 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 da. Alright, nice one, Jake. Cheers, boys. Alright, let's get into it. Let's go. Right, event starts in 25 minutes. I've got to get set up for live bettings. We've got about 25 minutes to smash these fucking props out. Okay, busy. Okay, so live on the site. What's up, boys? What is up, Zach? What's up, Matern? What's up, Nick? What is up, Nick? Nick, it's on the betting page. Are you watching stream? I will show you. I will show you where you can find the video. Let's go. Pre-fight betting tips. Nick, I uploaded the breakdown video for Zalal and Zalal and Woodson yesterday. Here you go, bro. Here you go. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. There you go, Nick. There it is, dude. 8 minutes 46 seconds long. All breakdown videos for all 15 fights this week are up now, because obviously we had one for the Man and Fioro fight as well, dude. So they're all on there, Nick, dude. They are all on there, my guy. There you go, dude. Alright, hey, what's up, Gucci? Alright, boys, we gotta get these fucking props done. What's up? What's up, boys? Fight days are fucking busy, man. Fight days are busy. Sorry to be late. It's one of those things, man. Fight days are busy. Also, I've got to slip off in about 20 minutes because I got to smash out some Phil Collins and get ready for live betting. You know what I mean? I can feel it, boys. I can feel it. We're going to punch Denise so hard in the vag tonight. I can't wait. Tonight is going to be a good night for us. Solid, rock solid pre-fight bets. Live betting is always fruitful. The over-unders we've got are good. The props we've got are good. Everything's good, man. Everything is good. Alright, boys. Okay, let's see. Is Twitch working? Alright, we're up and running on Twitch. Shout out to the one person watching on Twitch. Nice, nice. What about the YouTubes? What is up, everyone? Sorry to keep you waiting, guys. Fight days are busy for me. Let's just get into this, man. 20 minutes. We gotta smash this out. Okay, so let's go to the prop bets. So because usually I would kind of like... Usually I would do like a big disclaimer about props, and I would kind of, reveal these one by one. But because we're so late, I will just leave them up. We'll go through this allowed by submission, and then we'll display the others. What else do I want to say? Just a very, very quick one. I will quickly go over the disclaimer. Just because I talk very, very confidently about these bets, and just because I've got Pro Gambler in my username, doesn't mean I feel in any way confident in these bets. Okay, so prop bets are very, very risky. They're fraught with variance. They're a roller coaster. You can see they are profitable over the last 2 years, but lots of ups, lots of downs, lots of ups, lots of downs, lots of ups, lots of downs. The philosophy I use for props is to take a spread betting approach, okay? Props are the only kind of bet where we're not betting on the most likely outcome. Let me show you the difference. If we go to our loose bets, these are our traditional sort of pre-fight bets. You can see nice steady uptrend in our results, right? Nice steady uptrend, okay? Look at the difference in prop bets. That profitability chart is chaos. It is not unusual. It is not unusual to lose every single prop bet on a card. I need to make this clear so that if you're inexperienced with gambling or if you're new to gambling, you don't bet all your money on these props and then they all lose and you get wrecked and you end up with nothing. Prop bets have a very different approach to prop bets to other kinds of bets. So with other kind of bets, we're often trying to bet the most likely outcome, or if it's not the most likely outcome, if we're betting on a high-risk underdog, we're still getting a good risk-to-reward ratio. And because the majority of the time we are betting on the most likely outcome, we maintain a reasonably good win rate, which means you don't get like these huge volatile boom and bust cycles like we see in prop bets. The strategy for props is very, very different, where we take a spread betting approach. Best way I can describe it is prop bets are a lot like roulette. If you go play roulette and you put all your money on 13 black, and you know the wheel spins and the number land or the ball lands on any other number other than 13 black, you lose all your money. Whereas if you spread your money out across a variety of different numbers, you've got more chance of getting a return. That's the approach I take to props. We're not betting on the most likely outcome, but we're betting on props that have a reasonably good chance of winning with a great risk to reward ratio, because the payoff in the odds makes it worth taking a gamble. Now, of course, the house has the edge when it comes to roulette, but we have the edge when it comes to... What the fuck is going on with my hair? That's better. We have the edge when it comes to props because we do all the homework. We know MMA inside out. We make really good money betting on MMA. And yeah, we're the experts on this, not the bookies. So yeah, that's my philosophy for props. So the first prop that I've got for you, I'm going to have to whiz through these. I've got about 10-15 minutes. All right, let's go. So First prop, Yusuf Zalal to win by submission at odds of 8.0 plus 700. I absolutely love this bet because Yusuf Zalal has shown us that when Yusuf Zalal feels like when Yusuf Zalal faces an opponent where he doesn't have the advantage in striking, he comes in with a grappling heavy game plan. I really like that about Zalal. If he feels like he's got the advantage over his opponent when it comes to striking, he'll try and keep the fight standing and win the fight standing. But if he feels like he's second best when it comes to striking, he'll utilise his grappling to try and take the fight to the ground. Sean Woodson is a significantly better striker than Yusuf Zalal. If this fight stays standing, Woodson is going to dominate. There's no question about it. Zalal will not be able to compete with Woodson in a stand-up fight, which means Zalal is probably going to come into this matchup with a grappling-heavy game plan. And this fight will depend on whether or not Zalal can get this fight to the ground. You know, that's how we're going to determine who's going to win. Sean Woodson has really good initial takedown defense, which means when you initially shoot in on him, he's got great balance, strong hips, and he does a really good job of shutting down that initial takedown. But Woodson's one of these guys that if you do get him down, he's a very low level on the ground. Bad submission defense, weak off his back, and even though Zalal's grappling isn't anything special, he is still very aggressive with the submissions. He's a tricky submission grappler, long skinny arms which he can use to sink up really nasty chokes, and Woodson's at such a low level on the ground that I think if Zalal can get him down across the 3 rounds, pretty good chance he gets a submission. And at odds at 8.0 plus 700, you don't have to hit many bets like that to be profitable, so I really like Zalal to win by submission there. Next one up. Another thing I forgot to say, I basically post these props to this web page throughout the week. So I've been posting props to this page for like 2 weeks now. So the odds you see here are the odds that were available when I put these bets into this prop bet page. If they're not available now, that's just the way it goes. The odds move a lot on MMA. But I just thought I'd let you know just in case you go to your betting site and the odds are way different than what you see here. I can't do anything about it, man. Sign up for the site if you want to get these prop bets before the odds move too much. It is as simple as that. Okay, next prop we're going to go for. We're going to go for Montana De La Rosa to win by submission at odds of 4.35 plus 335. Another great bet this. I absolutely love this prop. Ariane Lipski has shown us against Luana Carolina, against Isabella de Padua, and also in her last fight against Antonina Shevchenko, that she is a very low level on the ground. And when Montana De La Rosa gets her opponents down, she's one of these girls that definitely favours submissions over ground and pound. And we'll be talking a little bit about this later on with Marcin Tybura and Walt Harris, where, you know, when some fighters have grappling advantages over their opponents, sometimes they choose to pursue the finish on the ground through ground and pound, and when that is the case, you should go for the fighter to win by knockout or TKO, or they pursue the finish through submission. De La Rosa is definitely a fighter that pursues a finish by submission, and because the skill gap on the ground is so big between these girls, I think there's a pretty good chance De La Rosa will submit Lipski tonight. Next bet, we're going to go with Gregory Rodriguez to win by knockout or TKO against Dusko Todorovic. If you've been watching Dusko Todorovic's recent fights this week, this one should be a no-brainer to you. Todorovic, very bad boxing defense, doesn't read his opponent particularly well. He's basically a sitting duck to the knockout against everyone because of how bad his boxing defense is. Gregory Rodriguez fights very long. He's a very good boxer, big power in his hands, and he's a very tall, long guy. He can cover distance very quickly, and guys that can cover distance very quickly are the exact kind of guys that will knock Dusko Todorovic out, because Todorovic relies on his ability to read his opponent and use head movement to slip their shots. The shots that knock you out are the ones you don't see coming, and because Todorovic is not particularly good at reading his opponents, he will be a sitting duck to Gregory Rodriguez's knockout shots tonight. Next one, we're going to go with Tom Breeze to win by submission at odds of 7.5 plus 650. Tom Breeze is a very high-level grappler. He may not have shown it in his last couple of fights against Omari Akhmedov and against Brendan Allen. But trust me, Tom Breeze is a very, very high level submission grappler, but he suffers from crippling performance anxiety, which is why he has significantly underperformed against Brendan Allen and Omari Akhmedov. But if Tom Breeze does show up and perform to his full potential, I think he can put a grappling clinic on here and do absolutely terrible things to Antonio Araujo. Araujo is very low level on the ground, has very, very bad takedown defense, and if Breeze wants to take this guy to the ground and submit him, he can easily. The only thing stopping Breeze from achieving a win through that method of victory is this. GSP said fighting is 90% mental, and unfortunately that's the side of the game that lets Tom Breeze down. But if Tom Breeze shows up and performs to his full potential tonight, I think he'll take Araujo down, put on a grappling clinic and submit him. Tom Breeze, very much like Montana De La Rosa, when he takes his opponents down, he's not that interested in ground and pound. He pursues the finish by submission. That's why I'm taking Breeze by submission. Next one up. We've actually got 3 props on this next fight. So we're going to go, well, we'll try and explain them all in one. So we've got Laureano Staropoli to win in round 2 at odds of 10.5 plus 950. Laureano Staropoli to win in round 3 at odds of 18.0 plus 1,700. And Laureano Staropoli to win by knockout at TKO at 7.50 plus 650. So hopefully Laureano Staropoli can get this done inside the distance. Basically, this is one of those fights where it's very easy to predict how this fight will go if both guys show up and perform like they have in the past. Laureano Staropoli is significantly better than Roman Dolidze in every single aspect of MMA. I don't care how many grappling tournaments Dolidze's won. I don't care how many belts he's got. I don't care what his Wikipedia says. I don't care how many grappling certificates are on the walls of his fucking mum's living room. Dolidze's a terrible MMA grappler, and Laureano Staropoli is better than him everywhere. Roman Dolidze has a terrible gas tank and will be extremely tired by the second round if Staropoli puts a pace on him like we've seen Staropoli fight at against guys like Muslim Salikov and Tim Means. Dolidze will not be able to keep up with the pace that Staropoli sets, and if Dolidze's gas tank looks anything like it's done against John Allen or in his last fight against Trevin Giles, he won't be able to defend himself in round 3 against Staropoli. He'll be too tired. Staropoli is an absolute buzzsaw. Latin American gas tank, tough kid from Argentina, very, very dangerous, aggressive, big knockout power. The only reason why we haven't seen that in his fights so far is because he's been fighting very tough opponents, but he's delivered big, powerful, damaging shots to his recent opponents in the UFC that would definitely cause a guy like Dolidze major issues when he gets tired in the second and third round. So 3 nice props on this. The only risk to these props is if Staropoli shows up and doesn't perform like he usually does. I'm not sure if you guys have watched the video that I put out yesterday where we go over our profit and loss from the month of May. Spoiler alert, we did really, really good in the month of May. We made a profit on every single kind of bet that you'll see on the site. However, we were also talking in this video about how we're not betting on robots, right? This ain't fucking Robot Wars. I always say it ain't fucking Robot Wars, right? So a lot of the time you're going to bet on fighters and they're not going to show up and perform anything like you thought they would. That might happen with Staropoli. He's taking the fight on 2 weeks' notice. He's stepping up to a new weight class. He's never fought a middleweight before. Maybe if he underperforms. But if Staropoli and Dolidze both fight like they have over the last few years, Dolidze gets absolutely fucking dominated, smoked and destroyed here. Staropoli is a nightmare matchup for him. Next up, we're going to go for Santiago Ponzinibbio to win by knockout at TKO. I've got 5 minutes left. Santiago Ponzinibbio to win by knockout at TKO at odds of 4.0 plus 300. Absolute no-brainer bet this. Two guys that are predominantly strikers. Miguel Beza has a kicks-based style of striking. Santiago Ponzinibbio has a boxing-based style of striking. Whenever you've got a kicker against a boxer, the boxer will have the advantage because it's a lot easier to punch someone in the face than kick him in the head. So in a stand-up fight, Ponzinibbio has a big advantage here. Miguel Beza has bad boxing defense, bad boxing offense, and doesn't react well to being pressured. Santiago Ponzinibbio is a high-pressure fighter. He's likely to be able to come forward, force Beza onto the back foot, force Beza to fight in an uncomfortable range on the outside, and when you pressure Beza and force him to fight in an uncomfortable range, his boxing defense becomes even worse, opening up to the knockout kill shot from Mr. Ponzinibbio, who knows a thing or two about punching a guy in the face. Ponzinibbio is very dangerous. I like Ponzinibbio 4.0 plus 300 here. Miguel Beza got wobbled a couple times by Matt Brown. If he got wobbled a couple of times by Matt Brown in his late 30s, Brown never really been known for his knockout power, more of a guy that'll break you with pressure and volume, then a guy like Ponzinibbio, a sniper with legit, true, one-shot KO power, can cause a dude like Beza absolute fucking murder. So I love Ponzinibbio to win by knockout or TKO here. Okay, we got 5 minutes left. We gotta go play some Phil Collins. Okay. Next up, what have we got? Last one. Okay, so for the next one, we've got 3 props on this fight as well. We know for Marcin Tybura to win by knockout or TKO, odds of 3.75 plus 275. Marcin Tybura to win in round 2, 7.50 plus 650. Marcin Tybura to win in round 3, 13.0 plus 1,200. Very similar rationale for this bet, or this series of bets, as the same as our series of bets for Laureano Staropoli. Basically, Walt Harris's gas tank is very bad at this stage in his career. He's 37 years old. He's moved from one of the best gyms in MMA, ATT, to one of the worst gyms in MMA, Extreme Couture. Walt Harris, showing all the signs of a fighter on a decline, and at 37 years old, is unlikely he's going to bring it back and show up better than he has before. Marcin Tybura has made significant improvements to his boxing defense, which will make it a lot less likely that Walt Harris catches him with something big before he gasses out after 2 or 3 minutes. And I don't expect Marcin Tybura to win this fight by knockout or TKO in the sense of punching Harris really hard in the face and knocking him out, but I do see Marcin Tybura getting his fight to the ground and stopping Tybura with stopping Harris with ground and pound, which of course would go down as a win by knockout or TKO. In the other props, where we were talking about Tom Breeze and Montana De La Rosa, we were saying that we like Breeze and De La Rosa to win by submission, because when those two fighters take their opponents down, they favour finishes via submission as opposed to ground and pound. Marcin Tybura is different. When he gets his opponents down, he doesn't really try to submit them. He prefers to go for the finish through ground and pound. Therefore, the win by knockout TKO is pretty good here. And yes, we did it. Well, that was like speedy shit. That was speedy, boys, but we got it done. Hopefully you all punch the bookies in the dick hard tonight. Good luck to you all. I'm going to go and fucking devastate Bet365 in live betting. I'm going to go punch Denise Coates very hard in the vag. Shout out to everyone listening, watching. Hope we do great tonight, boys. Crazy comment. My fellow purgers, I love how much you dislike Roman. I don't dislike Roman, dude, but I love money. And whenever I can find a strong position to put my money, I will put that money in a strong position, and Laureano Staropoli is a strong position tonight. But I've got nothing against Roman. I'd go for a beer with him. I'd have a burger with him. I'd hang out. He'd probably kick my ass for all the nasty shit I've said about him over the years. But it is what it is. Anyway, boys, nice one for watching. Take care. I'm going to go blast some Phil Collins. Get ready for live betting, and I'm going to go make a ton of money tonight. Nice one, guys.